In this video, we're going to look at smart money buy and sell levels on key charts. Then we're going to drill down and see what's happening inside the crypto universe, as well as the greatest gainers and greatest losers. What we're seeking to do is to identify particular projects that are strong. There's a lot to look at. Stay tuned. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hi everyone, I'm Ken from Crypto Trading KS and the inventor of the CTKS method, the world's most powerful smart money buy and sell level detection system. If you're new, a very warm welcome and welcome back CTKS family. By applying the CTKS method, we can see where smart money, the algorithms and the institutions are buying and selling. And when we apply that to the S&P 500, what do we see? Not good. There's a lot of overhead resistance from 44.35 up to this 44.39. We've seen the S&P 500 come up through those levels, and it's getting really challenged to get through here at the moment. Please keep this in mind. This will impact every single market. A lot of people really like silver and gold, and what's not to like? They're fantastic. And thank you so much, Tails, for your kind comment. When we pop on the indicator, where is the smart money buying and selling with silver? We can see that there's a really strong support level, smart money buy level, at around that $24 mark. There's also a lot of overhead resistance around the 24.41. We can see that silver is making its way through smart money sell levels, converting them to buy levels. One above that you must keep your eye on if you're in silver is the 24.29 mark, and support just down a little bit at 24.16 and 24.10. In yesterday's video, we talked about saluting problems that occur in life and just moving on and forgetting about them. The salute is all about learning, and Brett had a fantastic comment. I loved it, the salute lesson, and talking about cortisol levels. People just don't realize the damage holding on to a grudge or getting revenge. It costs you way too much. It's just not worth it. And besides, think about what you're missing out on when you're focusing on the wrong thing. Focus on you, your loved ones, and your mental health. Mental health is like physical health. You need to work at it or you're going to get sick. Negativity and fear spread like cancer. Kill it with kindness, and that's being kind to yourself. Very nice comment. Thank you, Brett. When we apply the CTKS method to any specific chart, we go back and mark up all of price history. Gold started in 1833. We mark up from 1833 to find where the smart money is buying and selling. We do that by drawing Stanfield levels or SLs. And what are the SLs on gold at the moment? We can see this 1954 is very, very important. We've tried to break out from the 1961, but we keep getting pulled back to that 1954 level. If we lose that, the next area that we should pay attention to is that 1938 level. If we get above the 1961, the next level in play is around that 1973. Just as the S&P 500 is hitting resistance, Tesla is also hitting resistance. We can see this 261 level, and just slightly above at that 262.43 level, they've become problematic levels for Tesla to get over. Just keep your eye on the S&P 500 this week and make sure that you're looking through all of the charts in the CTKS method service. That is the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, the VIX, the DXY, Bitcoin, gold, US oil, junk bonds, and the US 10-year. These are the tier 1 charts. They're really, really vital to look at. If you're trading or investing in anything and you don't know the behavior of the tier 1 and the tier 2 charts, and you don't know where smart money is buying or selling, you could say you're just literally gambling. And gambling is not a good way to go inside financial markets. Inside the CTKS method service, all of these charts have been marked up with the CTKS method. They also come with an indicator that you can overlay on your own charts. There is also a video on each specific chart, and that video covers three-dimensional thinking, the up case, the neutral case, and the down case towards the end of the month for every single thing that you see on this screen. That means that you actually get this indicator that you can overlay on your charts. And each time I just pop on an indicator, it comes from the CTKS method service. Let's have a quick look at crypto. And when we look at XRP, where is the smart money buying or selling? And we can see it's at this 47.97 mark. XRP has been trying to hold on to this, and we notice that there's support, just lower level support, around that 47.83 and just a bit lower at 47.81. That is a confluence of support that we're seeing around the current price. That's something that we want to bear in mind. What about the smart money sell level? There's one at 49.17. That would be the next one in play if we can sustainably break above, and there's a couple more above that. What about if we go the other way and we break through these support levels? There's a minor smart money buy area at 47.13 and one also at 46.75. That 46.75 is much stronger. If you're enjoying the content, please smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe. We'd love to have you as part of our global family. Bitcoin is currently 26,576. It's above a smart money buy area at 25,927. There's a smart money sell area around the $27,016 mark. How price actually operates, it's always pinging between a smart money sell level and a smart money buy level. You want to keep in mind how price action actually oscillates. It's always moving in a wave. If it manages to get above a smart money once sell area when price was below and trades above, it's heading towards the next smart money buy area. If it doesn't make it, it's heading back. If it does make it across, it's heading to the next one. When looking at the longs and the shorts inside Bitcoin, we can see the longs are regaining a lot of confidence. They're coming back into the market. The shorts also had a degree of confidence recently, but that is waning inside the market. Why is that? As Stephen Mary Allen said, Fidelity has crypto available in the US. You just need to request access to it and it pops up as a separate account. And we saw recently BlackRock getting into the Bitcoin space through the iShares Bitcoin Trust in association with Coinbase Custody. The banks were always going to get, the traditional finance sector was always going to get into crypto. It was just a matter of time. As soon as they're in and pumped up the fees on your transactions in or out, crypto will become safe, just like a miracle. The shorts are sensing this and they're closing their positions. Generally, on the weekend, we get about 20 million in 24-hour liquidations. We've got 54.4 million. That's quite a lot. Typically, it's between around 10 to 20,000, so 17,487 trading positions getting liquidated is pretty fair. When it comes to 24-hour liquidations, we can see that nearly 78% of those liquidations were short. What about the past 12 hours? About 60% long. Past 4 hours, about 63% long. And the past hour, nearly 81% long. What are we seeing? The longs are getting hit, but you actually notice here in the chart, so much so that the shorts are actually getting hammered more. When the shorts have to close their positions, they actually need to buy when they get liquidated. And if they get liquidated, they push price up. That's actually what you're seeing here in the current price action. A major difference between retail and professional. Retail is fear-driven. Professionals are courage-driven. It takes a lot of courage to get synchronized in with the market, and the market always pays you for your synchronization. If you are synchronized, the market pays you. If you are desynchronized, you pay the market through losses. A very helpful thing to remember is just this little area up here. You control the trade or investment, but the market controls the returns. And your returns are based on your active learning, your knowledge plus your courage. You have to have the right mindset inside the market, or the market will desynchronize you. The market always penalizes blame and gambling. That's why we don't do either. It's really important to keep your mind on total crypto market cap. This is a Tier 3 chart under the service. Total crypto market cap is currently 1.036 trillion. There's a smart money buy area where the algorithms will come in and support prices across the entire crypto market at 1.028 trillion. There's also a smart money sell level at the $1.057 trillion mark. Keep these two levels in mind. The greatest gainers over the past 24 hours: top 100, Aptos, Render, Sui, AGIX, Gala, Injective, FracShare, and Woo. The greatest losers past 24 hours: top 100, Quant, Casper, TWT, Lunacy, Maker, BTT, Bitcoin Cash, and BSV. Let's have a quick bolt through the top cryptos and seek to understand how Bitcoin's gravitational alignment is playing out. Do we have inverters? Do we have overextenders? Do we have underextenders? What is the crypto market doing right now? The first thing we look at is Bitcoin's gravitational pull. We can see that it came way up here, and we would anticipate that all alts moved with that. About 99% of alts would do so. About 1% would invert. And as price came down for Bitcoin, and we can see it's crossing over resistance, this is pretty interesting. We may get some nice upward momentum if we manage to hold on to this particular support. What was happening with Ethereum? You can see Ethereum was a little bit stronger than Bitcoin and is now just aligning. What about BNB? BNB was much stronger. And how do we tell this? Because Bitcoin came up 0.7%. In this same period of time, BNB came up 2.6%. We can't just count out Binance because Gary throws a fit. And the interesting thing, around the world, Binance is coming under increasing pressure because traditional finance is entering the market. This was always going to be the way inside crypto. We can just only enjoy it while it lasts. XRP, we can see XRP was stronger than Bitcoin. You remember, not too long ago, Bitcoin was stronger than the alts. There was a flight to safety into the alts. Into Bitcoin from the alts. Now we're getting the reverse occurring. People are saying, the alts look pretty good. I'm going to pump up their price, and that's what they're doing. Let's have a look at ADA. ADA, look at that overextension. When Bitcoin came up, wow, ADA really popped. They all popped, but just to greater and lesser percent degrees. ADA up 1.25% versus Bitcoin 0.72%. We can see Doge is a little bit under Bitcoin's gravitational alignment. That's pretty interesting. Keep your eye on Doge. What about Tron? Wow, Tron made it into the top 8. Fantastic. And what do we see with Tron? Just a little bit stronger than Bitcoin's gravity. What about Solana? Solana is and has always been a really spiky project. That means from a trading stance, Solana has really good momentum and moves in it. But be careful, those moves go to the downside as well as the upside. Matic has been pushed out of the top 8 and Matic is not happy. Well, Matic, do something about it. You need to come back in. And what do we see? Matic has been doing quite nicely in relative performance to Bitcoin's gravity. It's up 4%. What about Litecoin? Litecoin typically overextends and underextends Bitcoin's momentum, and we can see it's not doing that at the moment. We always let price reality be our guide. And what about Polkadot? Oh, good on you, Gavin. About time we saw some positive momentum. SHIB, positive momentum as well. AVAX coming down a little bit, just getting a bit weaker than Bitcoin's gravity. What about Atom? It's stronger. Link is weaker. Uni, much weaker. Progressing onwards. What about Monero? Just basically just going with the flow at the moment, going with Bitcoin's gravity. We can see that Ethereum Classic is just a wee bit stronger, just a little bit. What about Stellar? Stellar was taking off, now it's getting pulled back. One thing that you can note with the alts, they can telegraph what could happen to Bitcoin because they move with its gravity, they feel it before others. What about Bitcoin Cash? Bitcoin Cash is weaker than Bitcoin at the moment. ICP is weaker. Filecoin is weaker. Look at LDO. It just spiked up and then said, oh, that's too far away for me. I'm coming back home. And it came back home indeed. Where is home with LDO? Well, it's just Bitcoin's gravity. HBAR. We can see HBAR doing quite nicely. Extending out a little bit further, wow, look at Aptos. Aptos is just rocking and rolling. Quant was doing so incredibly well in yesterday's session, and look at poor old Quant now. It's got a massive headache. ARB, just consistently over Bitcoin's gravity at the current time. Near is a little bit far away from Bitcoin's gravity. Go near. And what about VET? Just a little bit stronger. What about the graph? Actually, the graph is looking really good. Algo just losing. A lot of momentum here at the moment. That doesn't mean it can't turn around. What you will see, as is always the case, if Bitcoin comes up, what's Algo going to do? In all probability, the 99% probability is going to move with Bitcoin's gravitational pull. That's why you must look at Bitcoin. Specifically, you want to understand Bitcoin's gravitational pull. Is it losing support? Is it near a smart money buy level? If it's near a smart money buy level or a confluence of them, getting into your alts has a high probability of pumping the price on those alts because the algorithms always step in around Bitcoin support levels. Just bear this in mind. It's a very, very powerful thing to understand. And what can we see here? This smart money sell level around that 27,000, that's going to be a little bit tough for Bitcoin to get through. Notice this, and this is something that tends to happen. Look at this bit of a gap down here. You can see that Bitcoin lost support just around here. It dipped down, and then what did it do? When it got across resistance, it absolutely pumped. But this particular level is very strong in terms of smart money and the algorithms pushing it down. What are we seeing right now? We're seeing a bit of a cut under here at the moment. It's not great, but it's actually occurring. What does that mean? We may witness something like this again. Always keep your eyes open for the patterns and seek to recognize them when and if they occur again. Professionals are completely unlike retail. Retail gets slaughtered financially. Professionals guard their money. And how do they guard it? Through knowledge and through synchronization. If you're not synchronized across these charts, if you don't know what these charts are doing, you don't know how they intercorrelate and interconnect, you're already in trouble because you're just guessing. Instead, what you want to do is you want to apply. If you're a member of the service, please organize the tabs on your browser so that you can look at all of these charts with the indicator overlays and just pop through one chart at a time. And if you don't have the indicators yet, just reach out and request them. You'll be added in. All you need to do is to go to 00 and then to 4, accessing the indicators, and just scroll down. There's a little form there for you. You'll get the indicators as invite-only scripts, and all of these charts, the Tier 1, the Tier 2, and the Tier 3, they all each have an indicator, as well as a video. These charts are marked up with CTKS Method Level 1 certification and Level 2 certification. Level 1 certification gives you the foundation knowledge that you must have, but it's got a lot more in it than that. There's one part of these lessons that when you learn it, it will change your view of financial markets forever. And you also get a certificate on completion. Level 2 is where the rubber hits the road, and boy does it hit the road. There's so much to do when it comes to marking up a chart. A lot of people think it's quite straightforward. You can see it's not quite straightforward. But just think about this. If you were to go on holiday, you would spend an enormous amount of time planning your trip, trying to save money on restaurants and airfares and hotels, accommodation, all sorts of things. But when it comes to financial markets, people can put $10,000 in, especially under leverage, even higher than that, without a thought as to where smart money is buying or selling. Instead, you can learn the CTKS method once and apply it for a lifetime to think and profit like smart money. You don't want to just throw your money at random projects, random stocks, random forex, random commodities and hope. There is no hope inside financial markets. There's knowledge or there's gambling. The CTKS Method service currently has its foundation memberships open. They are very, very attractive and they will be closed. But as a foundation member, so long as you keep your membership active, you will get that very, very low price. No inflation here. Let's have a peep at a couple more charts. EGLD. We can see EGLD just running in alignment with Bitcoin's gravity. Stacks really took off, but it's been coming down. What does this actually indicate to you? Please let me know in the comments. It's important to understand this. When you get a very, very big push up, what happens next? Just always remember, your active learning is the thing that makes you money because you synchronize in with the market. You never compete against other people in the market. There's millions and millions of people buying and selling for completely different reasons. People make a mistake. People say, oh, people only do the opposite of what I'm doing. No, that's not true. A lot of people are buying, a lot of people are selling, and for a wide variety of reasons. You're not competing with other people. You're competing with the market's synchronization. Anything that you can do to become synchronized will make you money inside financial markets, inside every single financial market. Doesn't matter what it is. Crypto, commodities, forex, doesn't matter. Let's have a look at APE. APE is just getting a little bit weaker, and we're noticing a bit of a pull down in Bitcoin's price right now. That's coming out in the alts. Look at Render Token. Wow, what an animal. When you see really strong projects like these, you want to pay attention. What about Phantom FTM? Just a little stronger than Bitcoin's gravity at the moment. Aave getting pulled back in. Optimism looking a little weaker. Sand currently stronger. As a community, we're deeply into positive excellence. Positive excellence will help to keep you and make you synchronized in with the market. And one of the things that you will always get life pullbacks, but they're correctly redirecting you to your path. Inside the markets, when you get a pullback, when you make losses, just understand, just simply salute it and move on. What does a salute mean? It just literally means you're just like a military officer. You do the salute, which says, I learned something then. And of course, that pullback, they really hurt, and they can hurt tremendously, depending on how big that pullback is. But that's your learning experience. Don't hold on to the loss like a hot coal. Just drop it, look at it, and say, okay, what did I learn? How can I do it better next time? Never feel guilt or blame or shame or all of those things. You're just learning. The financial markets will keep you learning forever. And this is one of the reasons why it's so important to know where the algorithms are buying and selling. If you don't know where market structure is, you are guessing. And if you're guessing, the markets will desynchronize you. I've seen it so many times. Retail influencers say, I have this fantastic strategy and I'm going to get 2-to-1 return on this. And they put their 2-to-1 in as though there was no market structure at all underlying the chart that they're trading. And when it goes against them, they don't know what happened. Market structure is what happened. The CTKS method gives you market structure. It's the world's most powerful methodology at revealing smart money, algorithmic, institutional structure. From both the buy and the sell level, please, whatever you do, do not guess. It's really important to stay positive in life. We all get pullbacks. We all get things that we're just not happy with. But no, overall, the universe wants you to succeed. Because it wants you to succeed, you are not in competition with other people. Forget about what you're taught at school, about races and things like that. There is no race. When you become an adult, you race against your own capabilities and your own potential. But that is an internal race. That's never an external race. There will always be someone better off and always be someone worse off than you are. That's not the point. Just doing your best is the point, and do it every single day. That's why we say, I am dedicated and committed, because as a community we are. We put in the hard work because hard work will get you synchronized. A lot of people don't think that they have to put in any work. You can have a mechanical trading system. I just laugh when I hear things like that. It's just rubbish. People are conning you. The markets are continuously changing. They're changing nature and form. You have to be flexible and change with them. Mechanical systems do not work. Guidelines definitely work. That's a good thing. And you must understand the rules of the market as well. And what you will find over time, some of those rules will change. And when they do, you must just accept it and move on. Salute it, drop it, move on. Our desire to keep synchronized in with the market leads to this statement: I win or learn and never blame. It's a beautiful thing to just carry through your life. If more children were actually taught this, we'd have a much better world out there. People think that they can either win or lose. You don't lose in life because you're not competing with anyone else. But Ken, what if I get into a race when I'm at school and somebody beats me? Well, the question then becomes, did you do your best? If you did your best, you already won. If you can do better, you should do better. But it's never about competing with other people. This is something that you need to learn inside financial markets. That's why we either win or we learn. There's always a learning experience. If we blame, we kill the learning. And if we kill the learning, we desynchronize. And the market will be merciless with us. Have a beautiful weekend ahead, everyone. And Kate and I look forward to catching up with you again tomorrow. Bye for now.